we're cooking. Hey, everybody, it's a...
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's third down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback out of Arizona State. It's Brock Osweiler.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. Let's see what week 3 has in store. The numbers for Dez a week ago. 9 catches, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Ben Gideon in on the stop. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Osweiler. That's complete to John Ross. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Osweiler. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Back to the air, Osweiler after the pick six. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Osweiler. Flush to his right. Bryant with a catch right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
On the double. 58. Watch the twitch, watch the twitch.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him, though. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Osweiler, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Osweiler. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A first down carry for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Osweiler, and that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. To throw again is Osweiler. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Brock Osweiler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time.
Now the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Demario Davis there on the stop. We'll take a look at the starters here defensively for the Packers. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On second down now, it's Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Our focus now moving to Dez Bryant as he heads back out there. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
On second down, they'll run with White, and not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fights loose. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
10-2 saw. Check.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
He'll drop to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Here's Osweiler to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now Osweiler. He's got Higbee complete right side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Osweiler. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30? First.
Set, 15, run. 15, run.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Point after here coming up. And that makes it 14-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Osweiler. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher. But here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
On play action, they'll throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Tyrone Crawford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. This is taken at about the 14. Dances by him, and now running right through it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Des Bryant now, he gears up to help lead this offense again. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
They'll try to run forward with Collins. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
60 outlaw.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. On 2nd down, it's Collins, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Collins, trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll get 9 there there as that sets him up better for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Collins. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of
here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much. Keeps hitting the calculator, but Mike.
Ready, break.
50 seconds to mine. Cut.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys have now moved out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown.
Really looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's Brock Osweiler and the Texan offense getting set to go. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, no, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Osweiler. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Osweiler, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Again, it's Henry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. second down, it's Coleman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Osweiler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've read stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
60 outlaw. Protein spill.
They'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. Kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Osweiler over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Osweiler going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. John Ross, 82 yards as they have taken the lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Osweiler to throw. This throw over the middle, taken in by Cole. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Give the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Patterson on the draw play. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Osweiler. He completes it to Bryant. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your man.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Keelan Cole, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Now back to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 15. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw, it's White. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st down, it's White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tevin Coleman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Gano the extra point. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down now, it's Coleman. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward. They won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Derrick Henry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Right there in the middle, 55. Tackles.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Henry, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
50 plant.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. He'll look to throw. Open man once again, it's Thielen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Cook following the penalty. Open space inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try good by Gano.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held him down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
They'll run on first down. It's White. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
12 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Collins on the handoff. And he loses the football a second time. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door jar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not down in the 4th. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. He'll drop to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. They'll look to throw as his guys are back within a single score. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. From the 31, Osweiler, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Osweiler. This is White on the screen. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the draw play. This is White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
What we got? What we got?
Throwing on 2nd down. Osweiler over the middle. He gets it to Patterson. And he gets it down to the 32. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On first down, it's White. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 12. And time, a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. To the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
50-50, plant. Now.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 40 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Osweiler to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They set up the screen for Henry, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Connects with Sanu right side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to let it go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Now it's Osweiler, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 20 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Murray now on first down.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
To throw again on second down. Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 24-yard touchdown.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the second tallest quarterback in league history at 6'7". It's Brock Osweiler.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Draw play. This is Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They'll run with Coleman on first down.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Osweiler now to throw on third down. He completes it to Bryant. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot.
Set, 10 logo. Check, 43.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Flushed out right. Touchdown, Packers. Keelan Cole, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. From the gun on third down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Cardinals now heading out to defend. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real, okay? As you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Osweiler now off the bootleg. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right.
Go! 18 Gator.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Go!
On 2nd and 12, Osweiler caught by Sanu. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Set. 30 base.
Play action. It's Osweiler. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Osweiler. Nice move at the 40. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting them in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Osweiler. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. Second and 5 now. Osweiler, that's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
60 outlaw.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dontari Poe forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. On the move to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw is Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 10 more there and another 1st down. Murray now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st carry for Giovanni Bernard. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Giovanni Bernard. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Henry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tay Davis there on the tackle.
Go, go.
From the 38, Osweiler eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll run on first down. Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Caught left side by Cobb. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A first down carry for Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths starting to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Osweiler now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and 1, Osweiler escaping, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
What's left? What's left?
Now Osweiler on first down. Bulldozes past him. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Osweiler trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run, 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, it's Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Flush to his right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
On first down, it's Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Osweiler. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Murray now, over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williamson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray stepping up. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
On the ready. Let's go, dude. Hey, we're up.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Looking downfield for Dez. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Dez Bryant, as the first half is winding down, and the Packers have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was... Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Matt Ryan, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. A touchdown the difference, 21-14, the final score. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. In our game, it was Brock Osweiler on target. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And Bryant's got it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Ready up.
43 the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Fire.
On 1st down, it's Henry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
15, line.
From just shy of midfield, Osweiler. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. Osweiler now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
But we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've got the lead. First down, Murray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Murray now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Perry, his 2nd sack of the night.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Osweiler. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They snap it at 1. Now it's Osweiler. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Osweiler. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Osweiler now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. First down, here's White. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on second and 8. Osweiler getting it out left side to Sanu. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. On first down, it's Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Second and 5 now. Osweiler, he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to fourth down. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks for the defense. They knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run on first down. Bernard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run again with Bernard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now Murray. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And it's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 2-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations, so it is harder to defend.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. From the 29, Osweiler. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down. The throw on first down with Osweiler. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, Henry. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. A'Shawn Robinson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Rolling to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plots.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put a star. I put a star. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And now he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 10-yard touchdown run. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player having that type of a day, because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns, but all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
Now Osweiler on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Osweiler to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy.
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 84 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Oh, nice move. Brock Osweiler now heading out there to get set to go here on offense. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Robert Alford, and they will set up shop in enemy territory. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And the result here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.